Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and all of the righteous families of the planet. It's your big brother Fahiym, aka Day Son to God, back again with a short bill. Today's just really a thought, from a bill that I was having with a couple of guards. It's just real crazy because, you know, it's like when I meet guards, it's like, we go over the same things sometimes. And it's like stuff that I've already broken down, for years, what I'm saying, I've did bills on, and, I find myself going back over that again with other brothers, and this was one of the reasons why I started, these channels, you know what I'm saying, the Day Son to God channel, the M.G.C network, you know what I'm saying, I got the Black God Conscious channel, you know what I'm saying, but one of the things, of course, is the whole Muslim God thing. And, a lot of gods are saying still that it's an oxymoron, to be a Muslim and a God, which I've shown and other Muslim gods have shown who are 5% of Muslim gods on the street or who are 5% of Muslim gods in the mosque. We've shown numerous times that there is a such thing as a Muslim and a God. Brothers in the Nation of Islam, they are Muslims and they are gods. And anyone who falls under the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is a Muslim and they are gods. I mean, that's just, our lesson says it all throughout. It talks about the original Muslims. There is a such thing called the original Muslims, who are of the original nation, which in the first degree we are taught that the original man is a member of the original nation. So these are conversations that I constantly find myself just, and at the end of the day, I don't mind, if I have to reiterate sometimes and go back into it again for another individual. I don't mind, but just, it's a struggle. That's all I could say. It's definitely a struggle. Another such topic that I find myself dealing with when I build with a lot of 5%ers is just the subject of belief, and, brothers like to say they don't believe, or, we do believe. As 5%ers, we do believe. But that belief elevates or culminates into knowing. We don't stay as just believing in something. At some point, all things will be manifest. And we will actually see with our two eyes and be able to bear witness. But 5%ers do believe. I mean, I don't, and I give the point so many times of scientists, because a lot of times we hear the word belief and it's like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, our people, the white man did such a number on our people for hundreds of years with this Christianity foolishness, teaching our people about this fantastic foolishness. Our people have become so ingrained in that thought of a spooky God or a belief system that we think that when a 5%er, when a Muslim God says he believes something to be true or he believes in something, we think that he's gone off the edge or he's not, true to the deen. He's not true to the culture for some reason. We think that. All because we keep looking at, just like how a lot of us look at the word Muslim, and we come from an Arab perspective, from a pale Arab perspective. We don't look at the word Muslim coming from a black conscious God perspective, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught it. We look at it from a pale Arab perspective. So it's the same thing with faith or belief. when we say that, or if someone is a believer in the mosque, oh no, they don't teach that the black man is God. They teaching about something else. They not teaching, And where do you get that? Well, I've already broke it down several times, but I'll have to do it again. Christians have a different, whole nother form of belief. When they say they believe, it goes a little something like this. A woman who was a virgin named Mary got pregnant and gave birth to a child without no male intervention. Now, we don't have any record of this ever happening in the past. There's no scientific study that was ever done that can show and prove this to be a fact. But yet Christians believe this to be true. That is what we call a blind believer, or someone having blind faith. It's just that simple. Someone who has blind faith believes in things that don't add up mathematically. We believe in stuff that doesn't equate to logic. Stuff that's illogical. This is what a Christian, or someone who is not looking at the word belief in the sense of the scientific way that the Muslim God looks at the word. What is a Muslim God, a 5%er? When we say we believe in something, our belief is based on things that we already know. We're scientists, people. We're not people who believe in hocus pocus. What is the definition of a scientific theory? Because scientists have beliefs, but it's just called a theory. And the meaning or the definition of a scientific theory is a well substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. Such fact-supported theories are not guesses, but reliable accounts of the real world. I'm going to read it again because I don't I'm tired of talking about this. We call ourselves scientists, and a 5%er is supposed to be a scientist, but yet, how do you not understand what faith is? How do you not understand what belief is? From a scientific perspective, stop thinking about what the Christians say is belief and faith. We're not talking about them. They believe in a God somewhere floating around in space. Or a woman having a child and no male has injected any penis or anything into her. But they believe this to be true based on what they read out, or what they think they read. I'm going to even say it like that. What they think they read, or what they think they understand from out of a book, Bible, because even the Bible doesn't say that. And I've shown Christians that numerous of times. Nor does the Holy Qur'an say that. But you got Sunni Muslims running around here that believe in the same madness as the Christians. They actually believe that a woman had a child without no male coming on to her. Nothing. And that's mind-blowing. But again, a scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. So, do you understand what it means when something is peer reviewed? Do you understand what that means? That means it is whatever. Let's say if I put out something, an idea, I think this is this and this, and I believe this might happen if you do boop, 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 boop. Well, a scientist, before his work is put out there before the world, it's peer reviewed. He goes before another body of scientists and they sit down and they explain all of the facts and the known information that we have already compiled. They go through this thoroughly, and every fact is pinpointed. But from these facts, now we can make conclusions, or we can make what scientists say a hypothesis, which is an educated conclusion. You making a stupid conclusion is, oh, well, God is going to come back one day, and or Jesus is going to come back one day, and he's going to fly down on a flying saucer and pick us up and take us away. Without understanding the science in that, or anything in that, a person may make an assertion that's bizarre, but they have no scientific evidence to back up their claims. So we know, as students of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, brothers always like to throw that out there too. Like, hey, well, where's Elijah Muhammad? Is he on the wheel? You know, like, do y'all believe that? Well, yes, I believe it. Have I seen it with my own two physical eyes? Have I ever seen the wheel? No. Have I seen Elijah Muhammad in the last week or so? No. Okay, well, Brother Fahiym, why do you believe that then? And why do you believe there's a such thing as a wheel? Why do you even believe in that mess? Well, I believe in it, or I have faith in it, because number one, the knowledge degree in the student enrollment teaches me that the black man is the father of civilization. So anywhere we look out there and there's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it came from the black man. It came from the knowledge seed. It came from myself, my people, my ancestors, Allah. It came from me. So over time, I would have to retrieve lost knowledge because I was hit in the head and I lost my information. So there's knowledge all over the planet that I can go seek out. But if I look at the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings, the messenger said that if we eat if we eat the proper dietary practice, if we have the proper dietary practice, which he taught us in How to Eat to Live, he said that it is possible for a human to live to be 1,000 years old. And then when we study the genetics of the human being, organs in the human body, our organs, most of our organs were actually designed to live a millennium. They were actually designed to live 1,000 years. If we do the knowledge, again, the original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization, and he is the God of the universe. So the original man was the first to understand the science of aerodynamics, not the Caucasian white man. Even though we hear about the Wright brothers who in the early 1900s, discovered, quote unquote, discovered how to get heavy objects to lift off the ground and take flight. Even though they did this, they're not the originators of that. Because when we study, we see in history that the original man, on the pyramids, we had flying contraptions. You know, we had things that can, vehicles that can go underwater, submarines, you know, what the white man calls it today. You know, we had this science. What happened? Well, we lost it, but now we're regaining it. But the thing is, if we know we lost it, if we know we had it and lost it at some point, and this is the part that trips me out with a lot of brothers who say they have knowledge of self, you can't have knowledge of self. You can't be telling the truth. Because how would you have knowledge of self and understand the knowledge degree in the student enrollment and know and understand that the original man is the God of the universe, the father of civilization and the God of the universe, and he's the cream of the planet Earth, meaning the choice he is part. So anything that we did, scientific, mathematics, anything that we created or born into existence and gave to the world in the form of civilization, it was a high civilization. And it was aligned with mathematics. That was our Islam. But how could we say that we believe, or we not believe, but how could you say you know and understand the student enrollment, but yet give the Caucasian white man credit as the first man to fly, the grafted man? Because by making mockery of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and saying you don't believe in something just because you didn't see it, you're saying Elijah Muhammad is lying and our history is a lie. Those flying contraptions and stuff that we seen on the pyramids and all of that's a lie. I don't believe the black people even did that. That's basically what you're telling me. So it's a belief. That is a perfect example of a belief. It's a belief because again, I haven't seen the mother plane. I haven't seen none of the baby planes that the messenger talked about. But at the end of the day, I know that Elijah Muhammad, why would he want to make up something like that? He gave us all of this high science about the original man and everything, and then all of a sudden, he's just going to talk about something spooky. That doesn't make any sense. The messenger is showing us an ancient knowledge that we once had, an ancient wisdom and science that we once had. We understood the science of how to preserve the human body for over 1,000 years. We understood the science of aerodynamics and how to lift a heavy object up into the air, cutting through air, and the gases surrounding us. We understood that science. We knew that science, but we lost that science. So now, as we gain knowledge of ourselves and we understand our history, we understand that the white man, what he is doing today is baby stuff compared to what the original man did, because we have a greater brain than the grafted man. Our lessons teaches us this, brothers. See, you can't say you know and understand your 120 lessons, but yet make mockery of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You can't even really make mockery of the teachings of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because Minister Farrakhan, being like an extension of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know, that Aaron in the scriptures, or that Ali in the scriptures, you know, he's still introducing us into new sciences and new things that some of our people didn't know about. So he's playing or fulfilling right now the greatest role as a Muslim God, a 5%er out there doing the work. We should be looking at the minister as an example and not trying to make mockery of what the minister said or what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, because both of those two men are greatly successful. And I'm not just talking about money, having money. I'm not just talking about having cash flow. No, I'm talking about successful because they did something that no other man was able to do. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad had a job even more tougher than Master Fard Muhammad did. Whew, just think about that. Master Fard Muhammad was sent to seek and find one. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was sent to seek out an entire nation of people and make them into a nation of gods. So, with that being said, family, I'm not going to take too much time with this bill, but I hope our family, my Aalites out there who claim that they are 5%ers and who claim that they love these teachings and study these teachings, please get more scientific. Please get more scientific. Because you cannot defeat my argument of faith. Because even in my argument of faith and belief, it is still backed by factual known information that you can't refute. And one of the things that you can't refute is that the original man is the father of civilization and he is the God of the universe. So with that being said, family, I leave you as I came in the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, and all of the righteous families of the planet. Peace.